allegiance. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to call the 5/1/25 special meeting to order. Can everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, roll call when you are able.
Councilwoman Melly Garthwaite,
Melly Garthwaite, Council at Large, present.
Councilman Brian Locks,
Councilman Brian Locks, present.
Councilwoman Ann Heffernan,
Councilwoman Ann Heffernan, 1st District, present.
Councilwoman Ruby Melton,
Ruby Melton, Councilwoman, 2nd District, present.
Councilwoman Sarah Akbarali,
Councilwoman Sarah Akbarali, 3rd District, present.
Councilman Gary Donovan,
Councilman Gary Donovan, 4th District, present.
Councilman Edward McMillan,
Good evening, Councilman Edward McMillan, present.
Councilwoman Dawn Callahan,
Dawn Callahan, 6th District, present.
Councilwoman Catherine Tucker,
Councilwoman Catherine Tucker, 7th District, present.
Councilman Christopher Vargo,
Christopher Vargo, 8th District, still here.
Councilwoman Katie Muller,
Councilwoman Katie Muller, 9th District, present.
Councilman Stephen Johnstone,
Stephen Johnstone, 10th District, present.
and Chairman Nicholas Pascal.
Chairman Nicholas Pascal present. And would you now read the call of the special meeting when you are ready?
Absolutely. West Haven City Council Notice Agenda Special Meeting, May 1st, 2025. Notice. In accordance with Rule 4.5 of the rules governing the actions of the City Council, Chairman Pascal has called a special meeting of the West Haven City Council to be held at 7 p.m. on Thursday, May 1st, 2025, at the 3rd floor City Council Chambers, City Hall. The purpose of this special meeting is as follows. Deliberations and actions on Mayor Dorinda Boer's recommended budget for fiscal year July 1, 2025 to June 30th, 2026, and to set the mill rate thereon, including the appropriations and laying of taxes for the City of West Haven Fire Department, Allentown, and to set the sewer use fees and five-year plans.
Thank you very much. Next topic is deliberations. We've spent many nights deliberating over the budget, and I appreciate all of you for your efforts. This is the most serious part of our job, and it is also the most taxing. So, that's definitely a pun.
Unintended.
Scratch that from the record, please. We're a little tired. So, at this time, I would like to entertain a motion to approve what the clerk is about to read.
Yeah, I'm going to read the whole thing. That the City Council of the City of West Haven hereby approves the fiscal budget as amended by this council pursuant to general statutes and the charter of the City of West Haven, and hereby authorizes fiscal 2025-2026 city expenditures and capital non-recurring of $187,129,817 and sets the mill rate at 25.58 mils and sets a motor vehicle mill rate of 25.58 mils and authorizes Allentown Fire Department expenditures of $9,690,048 and sets the Allentown Fire mill rate at 8.43 mils and sets the Allentown Motor Vehicle mill rate at 3.0 mils and authorizes sewer expenditures of $14,273,940 with sewer use fees of $511. Be it further resolved that pursuant to the provisions of General Statutes, Section 12-142, it is determined that the real estate taxes levied upon such budget, along with sewer use fees, be payable in 4 quarterly payments due July 1st, 2025, October 1st, 2025, January 1st, 2026, and April 1st, 2026.
So moved.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Before I open up for discussion, Mr. Gorman, can you come up to the podium? We've seen the 4 payments being discussed about town online.
Yep.
And can you just give us a high-level overview of what we're looking at here?
Sure. High-level overview is exactly what it sounds like. 4 quarterly payments. So normally your payments are due July and January, which are 2 installments. We understand what Reval has done, and as you mentioned during the beginning, everyone has done their hard work in, making sure it's a proper budget, setting the mill rate, and trying to give the residents of West Haven at least some relief on the payment side. We looked at quarterly payments. So again, it's exactly what it sounds like. And again, as what was just read, I do want to emphasize quarterly payments apply to your real estate, which is the bulk of your taxes, and sewer fees. There are other reasons that motor vehicle and personal property are not included in there, but real estate and sewer will be due based on those dates that were read in the resolution. So think about it this way: if you have $1,000 tax bill, normally it would have been $500 due by the end of July, $500 due in January. Now we're looking at $250, $250, $250, $250, because we understand, it's going to be hard, trying to get $2,500, more dollars together in less than 2 months to make that July payment. So again, one of the things we want to look at were quarterly payments to try to offset that burden.
Does this mean every taxpayer has to pay quarterly, or is it an option?
No, I mean, to be quite honest, and it's this way now, right? If a taxpayer has the money and they want to pay all up front, they could do that now, But if you're used to paying in 2 installments, you can pay in 2 installments. One area that I just popped in my head was, one thing is every mortgage company is also different when it comes to your escrow. So sometimes with quarterly payments, they may send you as the mortgage holder on your property. They may send you the money back, and you just have to, you can send that money right to West Haven or hold it for the next quarterly bill. But again, that's going to be based on what your mortgage company does. Some are different in how they handle quarterly taxes versus semi-annual payments. But again, residents can always pay, in 2 installments if they want to. But what we wanted to do was just give everyone the relief of doing it quarterly for this tax year.
Thank you. Does the council have any questions on that? Councilman Donovan?
I'm glad you brought that up, Mike, because I did have a couple constituents that were a little nervous about, because their mortgage, including mine, pay every 6 months.
Yep.
And so you can pay every 6 months, no penalty on the quarterly issues or anything, right? 6 months,
No.
perfect. So that's it.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay.
All right.
Any discussion on the budget? Seeing none? Roll call vote.
Councilwoman Melly Garthwaite,
I'd like to see what my colleagues think first, so I'll pass.
Councilman Brian Locks,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ann Heffernan,
Absolutely, yes.
Councilwoman Ruby Melton,
Yes.
Councilwoman Sarah Akbarali,
Yes.
Councilman Gary Donovan,
Yes.
Councilman Edward McMillan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dawn Callahan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Catherine Tucker,
Yes.
Councilman Christopher Vargo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Katie Muller,
Yes.
Councilman Stephen Johnstone,
No.
Chairman Nicholas Pascal,
Yes.
and back to Councilwoman Melly Garthwaite.
No.
We have the necessary votes needed for approval.
Motion carries by majority. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? All in favor? Any?